Get going. Oh, perfect.
Sure.
Awesome. I think we're recording. So yeah, everybody, welcome day 2 of the Healthy Holiday Challenge. I've been deciding to call it a workshop because yesterday we decided challenge, like this year's been a challenge. The word challenge is almost a trigger. So we're workshopping the holidays, right? So
I
instead
like
of
it.
adding that challenge word in there. But yeah, so thanks, Natalie, for joining us. Natalie's health coach at Epic, health coach extraordinaire.
Oh,
So she's
yes.
going to chat with us today on what we're going to be going over is diet, really, and navigating, family gatherings, what to bring, going like dealing with those struggles of um,
Hmm.
family that maybe doesn't eat the way we want to eat, that sort of thing. So, yeah, so that's topic of the day. Let's see here. Jumping right in. I thought we could just chat about, struggles. So if you guys on,
Hmm.
well, Justice, if you want to comment any, questions or struggles you have around diet in general or with the holidays, you can share them in the chat.
Hmm.
And
And
anybody.
I'm keeping an sorry. Say I'm keeping an eye on Facebook too, so if anyone comments there, I should be able to see your questions as well.
Awesome. Cool. Well, yeah. So um, we'll keep our eye out for things. We are here for you guys. So anything you have, just let us know. But I know one big struggle. I hear it a lot. I actually got off a call earlier today. It's sugar.
Hmm.
And just basically it's everywhere, right? And
Yep.
we're all prone to those cravings.
Hmm.
And I think December and the holidays, they become even like more
Yep.
amplified. Like with my family, they all have a sweet tooth. And so it's like, how many desserts can we possibly make?
Hmm.
Sugar cookies, all these, great things. But
Yep.
yeah, so I would say that struggle is one definitely we can workshop. So
For sure.
and Natalie, you work with clients and help them with sugar all the time.
Hmm.
What tips and tricks or thoughts do you have on sugar? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So, like you said, it's definitely a lot more tempting during this season. And I think it's interesting because it's kind of a part of our traditions in a way, too. People make their pies or they have those special days where they bake a bunch of cookies. And, it can be hard, just, having the feeling to sort of live up to that tradition. But it's cool too because we do have, we've got the power and the control to maybe even make some new traditions. And I think so there's a couple ways, directions my brain's going. One thing is, just because we're looking to eat healthier or make some more mindful food choices during this season doesn't mean that we have to completely keep ourselves away from it. I think if you're honest with yourself and really setting those expectations or intentions, making those clear before we get into the event. For example, Dan and I have had a few motivational Mondays where we've talked about just different tips and tricks to navigate the holiday meals. And one thing is really big, that preparation. If you can bring some things for yourself, maybe there's a healthier option for that dessert. I know my mom really loves, there's a gluten-free, it's kind of like a cobbler almost, but it's like a mixed berry gluten-free dessert. And my aunt, she felt so special because my aunt made this special dessert for her, and it just allows her to be able to participate without having the aftermath of bloating, or she gets really bad migraines. So just the fact that someone had that thought and did the extra prep just to make her feel better and make her feel special within that, I think that that could go a long way, honestly. And
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of things coming to my brain, but definitely setting that intention and giving yourself some grace if you go into it thinking the if you're gonna try your best to willpower through it. And I think that willpower can work for a lot of people, but for some people maybe you're you have that intention going into it, like, I'm just going to avoid all the sweets, not going to touch anything. And then maybe you get to after dinner and you're like, okay, yeah, I think I want to have that slice of pie, but maybe it turns into a couple slices of pie plus some ice cream, and that can lead to maybe some guilt afterwards, or just some, maybe negative feelings. But on the flip side, if you go into it with the intention, okay, I'm going to allow myself, first of all, I know I have this healthy option that I've brought for myself, but also if I want one slice of pie, I'm going to allow myself that slice of pie. And when I have it, I'm going to sit down and really enjoy it. Like, I think that's one piece too, is that comes along with the intention, is you do get more satisfaction from it, because you're like, yes, I'm allowing myself this piece of pie, and you can sit there and enjoy the taste, enjoy, being a part of that kind of dessert time. Because again, I know it's kind of ingrained in a lot of our, traditions there. But I
Right.
don't know, I know I just spewed out a lot of different things there, but those are kind of the most important pieces that we've definitely,
Yeah.
dived into, or dove into, whatever the right
Yeah.
word is there. But
Mhm.
yeah, those are some initial thoughts.
Yeah. I like, mindset and intention going in with, a plan. We're all about that epic. And yeah, I think that's huge. And then, there are those traditions, but I love the idea of making new ones, right? And like
Hmm.
making things a healthier version. Like I make um, sometimes I do strawberry rhubarb, sometimes I'll do apple, but it's like a crisp without the crisp. There's no grains. I'll have to share that recipe with you guys. It's really good. And as far as sugar goes, like just, you know, and we work with our clients on really getting it out of the system, getting their body on, better sources of fuel and everything. So when you do have sugar, all of a sudden it's like super sweet. So a little goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
But like even in desserts, using like a little bit of honey or a little bit of sometimes pure maple syrup, that sort of thing, just like a tiny bit, can
Hmm.
be all that you need, right? And there's just so many other options
Right.
aside from sugar, um, dessert wise, that we can use these days, which is just super awesome.
Hmm.
Um,
And just another little example that came to mind. I love bringing these up because surprisingly, not that many people know about them. There's a dessert type food called fat bombs. And Rachel, I know you're familiar with them, but fat bombs are basically, in itself, it's a healthy fat made into sort of a sweeter dessert. So we have a few that's like it's a three ingredient coconut bar. So you've got coconut oil, coconut, shredded coconut, and I think like coconut manna or coconut butter, just to stick it together. But those fat bombs can be, a really awesome option, because you can freeze them and take out a couple when you're ready to enjoy. But again, most of them are made with, they've all got a healthy fat in them, whether it's, maybe avocado or coconut oil, some different things there. And generally the sugars are lower within that, because they're sweetened with, like you said, honey, or maybe, stevia occasionally, or that pure maple syrup. So those fat bombs could be, a fun new thing to look into too, just kind of a random little idea for you guys.
I love that. And that's easy. I think what happens at, you know, family gatherings is it's like everyone's in the kitchen and everyone's just popping this or that. And then like next thing you know, you've eaten like who knows how many of this or that. So
Right.
coming prepared with a snack that's high in good fat and, not too
Hmm.
sweet and all those pieces, gonna set you up for success. So
Yeah. And again, kind of the underlying lesson is, or, takeaway is that preparation, or even just the, that intention, yeah, just making that, as clear as you can for yourself, again, giving yourself some grace, and yeah, hopefully that'll, help you through it and allow you to really enjoy. Again, I know not everyone is getting together with their family this year. It's a little bit different, but there's still ways to enjoy, those things without it being, um, you know, lots of sugar and carbs and some of those things. And the cool thing with the fat bombs too is, with healthy fats and proteins, they can help sustain our feeling of fullness. So even with those fat bombs, they're, like you said, filling, they're nutritionally dense, and they're just a overall a good option anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't have to be the ostracized one in the corner that's just eating carrots,
Hmm.
like, because some
Right.
felt that way in the past. Like I eat, really on plan because it helps me feel good. Um,
Hmm.
but I want to be a part of everything too. And so, yeah, there's
Right.
lots of different ways we can go about being a part of these
Hmm.
and being actually what I love is being a leader. Like, you know,
Yeah.
try not to educate too much at family gatherings
Hmm.
because then we are the ones in the corner. But, um,
Hmm.
I think there's just a lot of room for, we're teaching other people then that we love, like ways that they can
Right.
be healthier and live
Hmm.
longer and happier and, you know,
Right. Yeah.
mhm,
I was actually going to mention that, just like the possibility of, that conversation within that, because I know, especially like initially, I think for me it was just like a little awkward. I wasn't sure, if people would understand, or if they'd want to, try to understand why I, eat the way that I do. But I feel like, when you talk to people about why maybe you're avoiding certain things, or maximizing certain nutrient dense foods, you can explain to them, how that other food makes you feel. I think that, again, like you said, could just be a great learning experience, and just a chance for you to, be heard and talk to people about your experience. And, I know some people are more sensitive to things than others. And so just, giving them that information, I know it can be scary. And again, we don't always know how it's going to be received, but I think that can be really powerful for both parties, to again just share more about your experience and why you're doing what you're doing, and hopefully that'll give them a little bit more information so they can, support you better in those choices too.
absolutely. Yeah. Cause I think a lot of people, if we're feeling well, like maybe don't connect what we eat to,
Hmm.
our health.
Yeah.
I wish there was more of a direct connection because
Right.
we wouldn't eat half the things we do. But
Hmm.
I think that it is an education, and I think actually people probably can relate more than we realize.
Hmm.
Because it is just so much more common these days to have food sensitivity or to have issues and things. So um, just having a little courage and
Hmm.
yeah, not being. I feel like there's less shame around it now um,
Hmm.
than there has been ever in the past. Hopefully, you guys are feeling that way too. You guys that are making changes to your diet and lifestyles and everything, and yeah, hopefully you're noticing that. Um, awesome,
Exciting.
great.
Yes, and I know too, or yeah, I'll let you carry this conversation. I know we're gonna eventually just pull up maybe some different like recipes. Back in October, me and Dr. Bradley did that super detox. And so for anyone listening, if you're in the Epic 5 Plan community, if you check out the files in that page, we've got that super detox recipes, which just has, a compilation of recipes that, maybe our Epic team has shared, but also, different yeah, members of our community have shared too. So you can check that out also for some more ideas, and we'll probably get into that in a little bit. But
Yeah. No, thanks for, yeah, we have a ton of great resources for you guys because, we want to chat about struggles and answer your guys' questions. So if you have any, send them our way. But we also want to equip you guys with what you need to be successful. So we've got a lot of great recipes we're going to share with you. Um, if you've not checked it out, I'll share my screen real quick.
deal. Yeah,
Uh,
and while you do that, I just have another kind of random tip that me and Dan have chatted about. And again, we're going to talk through some, yeah, different options that you can bring. And I think one, again, just little way to kind of work with yourself, allow yourself some of those other things when you're going to fill your plate during that holiday meal. Start with, maybe what you've brought that is good, is going to make you feel good, and try your best to fill as much of your plate with, the good stuff first. And then if you've got some extra room, you know, you can have some of that, green bean casserole, or again, setting your intentions and giving yourself some grace, so we're not, I know that shame and maybe guilt can be very powerful after the holidays if we've,
Oh, yeah.
depending on how we our mindset going into it. So, yeah, just that little simple trick with that plate, I think could also be helpful. And that was just a little random tidbit there.
Yeah, set yourself ahead, and that's the rule in the Bradley household. We always start with our vegetables and
Yeah.
something green, and go from there because you got to fill up on the good stuff.
Mhm.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, that's what. So we'll make this available. Hopefully, you guys. I don't know. Can you see my screen, Natalie?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So this is day 2. It's got everything all in one place. So there's a couple of links here, but first and foremost, like Natalie mentioned, bringing something that you can eat, and maybe the ideal thing to do would bring uh, an appetizer or a snack with you, a main dish that you can kind of work around with the other things there too, and a dessert. I know that's a lot, but if you go with that and you're not sure what else might be there, you'll at least have that, and then can maybe try a bite of this or that and piece it all together. So that's probably the biggest tip I would
Mhm.
have for everybody. And then, yeah, Natalie, I love your um, idea of filling up on the good stuff and
Mhm.
going in with intention and yeah.
Yeah, and I think your piece is really important, and like you said, it can maybe feel a little overwhelming if you're planning, that entree and appetizer and dessert. But like you said, Rachel, if you don't know what everyone else is bringing, you're just giving yourself more control when you actually get there. Because if you're, again, not sure what's going to be available, you're just giving yourself more options. So you're, more likely to go towards some of those, healthier choices, and not only just healthy, but like you said, something you can enjoy as well, something that's tasty and, yeah, something you're looking forward to enjoying, I think is important.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. And then people you love can try it too, and
Mhm.
learn something new, which is awesome. So, yeah, we've got some resources here. And for those of you, we have a lot of new people in the group. So, for those of you that haven't checked out, we have our Epic 5 Plan shopping list in the file section. It's also linked here. I won't click on it, but we break down, this is more kind of bigger picture, but what you should really focus your diet around, long term. So the Epic 5 is essentially, vegetables. We kind of break that all down for you on the sheet too, what vegetables, how many, that sort of thing. Healthy fats would be the next big category. That's going to be like your oils. We really do limit most dairy, but some butters and ghee, that sort of thing. Lean proteins, and then we have vegetarian, vegan options as well. Uh, our section, it's funny when you see like the food pyramid, they have a whole section for like sugar and sweets. Our section for that is just basically berries.
Yep.
We love berries. They're low glycemic, high in nutrients. You can add them to smoothies. So they get their own section. And we list out all the kind of berries that are good for you. And then acids, that sounds, it's not the drug, not the drug, but acids like lemon, lime, vinegars, that sort of thing to help actually alkalize the body. And so yeah, so those are all broken down for you on the shopping list, and that's a good thing just to print off and over your holiday break, maybe do a cleanse of your kitchen and your house and reset for the new year with the shopping list. So if you guys haven't downloaded that, printed it off, it's even like pretty and colored. So um, you know, we like color, but
Yeah, we
yes.
do.
So check that out, and that's a good place to start, just a good resource. So we want to make sure you guys had that. Awesome. Um, another awesome resource here is our Stay on Plan during social and family functions. So it's just a short little tidbit on ways to stay on plan. Um, I think we even covered most of what's on there. And yesterday
Yeah.
we alcohol. So if you did
Ooh.
yesterday, you'll have to check that out. Ways to avoid it if you can, or if you do have it, not have all those feelings that can come with it. So I think we covered that one pretty well yesterday with Dr. B. But yeah, I think bringing your own dish is big thing that we talked about
Yeah,
on.
that
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, that preparation pretty much with so that's staying on plan and social family travel functions. Again, similar main takeaway, preparation beforehand. So thinking about options for yourself and yeah, giving yourself a little bit more control instead of just leaving it to what else everyone else is going to bring. Yeah.
It's all about, yeah, controlling what you can control, right?
Mhm.
And enjoying it along the way. So we do have some really awesome meal plan and recipes here. The super detox, was that last month?
That was 2 months ago. Yeah, because last month was our movement workshop.
Right. So yeah, so 2 months ago we did a super detox. It was all about soups, and so we have a lot of awesome soup recipes. That's a great main dish to bring because you can't really go wrong with a soup. And let me see if it does open for us.
It should.
Hey, it did. Well, it's going to.
And it's not as pretty as our other documents, but you get the gist.
Yeah, so 14 pages. We have smoothie bowl, which is great.
Yeah, there's a couple smoothies in here. Like I said, this is a lot of what the team shared, but also that 2-in-1 soup recipe. Love that so much. But again, it's a combination of recipes from our Epic team, but also just different recipes that, our Epic members know, use, and love. So I decided to add those on there too, even if they're not a soup.
Yeah, some of these I think look
Yum.
great. Here-
Ooh, Rachel, you should talk about what was the if during our last team meeting that sweet potato thing you guys did? What was that? Would definitely love to bring that for Christmas. It was so good.
yeah, it's a sweet potato. It's got beef in it. It's like a hash kind of or
Mhm.
skillet, and it's awesome because you can, um, just eat it like that. You could do grain-free tortillas, or we do the cassava flour, but or there's just lots of ways to eat it, which is great. And
So good.
I'll have to share it. It's got some good seasoning to it. I think cumin in it. But the main ingredients are beef, sweet potato, cilantro. What else? There's a little vinegar, I think, in there too. But yeah, super good. So
It
I'll have to,
was real good. And it looked fairly easy. But it was just so good and very filling. But also, if you don't want beef, you could even, substitute for a turkey or a chicken, like shredded chicken, I think would be really good with that. Yeah, you can, don't be afraid to mix things up too to your liking. I think that's, that kind of curiosity or creativity in the kitchen is something I'm definitely working on, but we're a work in progress.
follow the recipe, but it is fun to have fun, make it your own. And yeah, with that too, there's avocado on top. So, I mean, you're getting like, it's basically everything in one dish.
Oh, you add like kale in there too, some greens.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. Oh, it was good. It was really good.
Oh, this is Dr. Bradley's famous detox chicken soup, which is
Hmm.
it's a go-to if you, yeah, would like to bring a chicken soup or make a chicken soup
Yep.
here.
And we've got that YouTube tutorial too. He recorded it on just he recorded it and we posted it on YouTube, so that's fun.
Cooking class. So yeah, lots of awesome. So you guys check this one out. Um,
If you hit the back button, it should take you back to the page you were just on.
cool. Super detox. And then
Ooh.
oh, this one
If
I'll add in, but it's a super awesome meal plan. It's got a whole week worth of meals and then I think like 30 pages of recipes too.
Right. Yeah, it's more than a week's full of recipes. So there's breakfast, lunch, dinner, plus, dessert, snacks, even like a couple dressings or dips on there. And really, I'd created that a couple months ago with the help of, we had um, cooking coach at the beginning of the year, but she had kind of helped me with build some recipes. And again, there's more than a week's worth of recipes on there, but actually, I can open it up if you want.
Sure. Yeah, let me
Yeah.
share here.
Oops. Yeah, I share this so often. There's just so many recipes on there, and yeah, it's just great. We love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, computer.
If anyone has any really good recipes or holiday traditions that you've incorporated in health wise, feel free to share them. I'd love to hear.
Yes, please do. Okay, so I'll just show you guys. This is like the kind of table of contents here. So as you can see, we've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack recipes. There are so many on here, and again, there's just a lot on here that you can pull from. And the cool thing too, so I like how it's, broken down here, and you've got, if you scroll down a little bit, it gives you some different things like examples you could do to prep for your week, whether that's, cooking, whether it's turkey breasts or maybe some chicken to store for the weeks ahead, or prepping your vegetables. But really, yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can make the week ahead easier for yourself. But if we go all the way down to the bottom, there is a sample week plan. So this is just using, some of the recipes. There's a lot of, maybe some leftovers there. You've got options between a lot of our Epic clients generally have like a green smoothie in the morning. So they're getting lots of nutrients in there with their first meal. But, you can, yeah, mix it up if you'd like. But I created this like 1 week sample, but there's also an empty week at the very bottom. So you can print that out and make your own, which is super cool. But again, we'll put this in our files. So you guys will all have, access to that, which is, oh, that's like my little special project, baby. I love it.
Yeah. Like I've seen
So,
pieces of things and then I see them all come together and it's super cool. And we just love
mhm.
giving that all away too. So yeah, hopefully you guys can download and take advantage and create some new dishes. Looks like
Mhm.
somebody's in the chat, but I can't.
Yeah, Melissa said, I think the sweet potato recipe you guys were talking about sounds yummy, which it was. It was so good. And then she asked where she could find the recipe. So we'll be sure to include that in the links and resources for today. And also, um, it'll be done before the week's over next week. I know the holiday kind of messes it up a little bit, but we're putting together an ebook just for this week, so it'll have all of the resources links that Rachel's shared and will share this week, just in a big compiled document. So that'll be available to you guys most likely before Christmas next week. We'll again see how the Christmas we'll see how that goes, but most likely next week. Otherwise, that very next Monday for sure.
Yeah, we're getting right. We're right up to 10 days till the holidays, you guys. It's crazy.
Ah,
It's
it's
exciting.
so nuts. It is exciting. I'm excited for, 2021. We'll see how it rolls out this year. This year, though, all right, this is some silver lining. We need to highlight just our bravery and perseverance. I know, it hasn't been easy for anyone. This has been just a ridiculously crazy year, but we are still here and we are still pushing forward, and there's so much still to be, grateful for. And, we're doing the darn best we can, and we're going to keep pushing forward. So that's my little silver lining for you guys.
Like I'm all about control what we can control. And I think
Mhm.
I keep learning more and more and more that like fulfillment comes from within and it's like what we work on ourselves is what we can do, for others in the world. And this year certainly has tested our ability to stay the
But again, tested our perseverance, and we're still here. So we got to celebrate that win at least.
Yep. Just
Um,
stay positive, right? And guess what, Melissa? I have that recipe
yes.
for you. So I'm going to send it. I think I found
Oh,
it.
cool. Yeah, awesome.
Do the Google search version. Hold on. Yeah, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. Let me do, and I'll get that over. Just,
Yo, I can post her on Facebook too. Let's
yeah.
see.
So Melissa, I've never felt more alive, happy,
Oh.
healthy in my life than right now. I'm so thankful for my health and Epic with a heart.
We're thankful for you too. It's really is. I was talking to someone about this morning. It really is just an honor to, be a part of so many people's like health journeys, and everyone's at a different place. And, of course, there are some similar things, but, every person is so unique, and it's just it's just amazing getting to work with different people every day. And I know that we, give direction and guidance and resources and tools, but you guys are the ones doing the work in your own life to make progress in your health. And so give yourself a little credit too. We're patting you on the back virtually.
Keep doing what you're doing. It's awesome. And yeah, I love my job and what we do. It's crazy. I take calls, and I think the biggest thing is like that we can help with hope when sometimes there's not hope left. And it's really like, I'll start crying if we start talking about it too much. But
Oh,
um yeah, I just read this, I think it's like a proverb or something, but it said if you have your health, you have hope. And if you have hope, you have everything. And I was like, wow. So it's like, um, yeah, I just love being a part of that. And I love the holidays too, because you just remember, even with all of the shit this year.
right. It's been crazy, but again, it's just just more things that I feel like maybe we've, taken for granted pre-COVID, and now we're just
Yeah,
more aware of, the things we aren't able to do, and it makes us hopefully appreciate more the connections we do have and the things we are able to do. And
right.
we'll just keep pushing. We're still here. We're gonna keep chugging.
It's a recentering, refocusing year. And I don't think
Yep.
that's all bad. But yeah, I hope you guys who are here are all healthy and well, through the holidays and beyond. I was gonna look at something and now I forget. Shoot. Um, yeah, any questions though on diet at all, or holiday
Anything.
questions, how to navigate? We're here. We're going to make sure you have those resources. Oh, and there's prizes. So yeah, today what we'll do is post, we'll make a post and just comment on that. And what you'll do is share either recipe or tip or trick for holiday meals and snacks, all that good stuff. Uh, and yeah, we'll have a prize at the end of the week. So I think that'll be enough.
Exciting. Yeah, and I just keeping an eye on Facebook. I did post that sweet potato recipe on there, so people can see that when they're ready.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just, like I said, this Christmas is probably going to be a little bit different for most people, but we're just going to keep pushing on, and we're here to support you. And I love that it's amazing to me how much the Epic 5 community has grown even in the past few weeks. It just blows my mind. And I just think, I mean, Epic stands for empowering the person to impact the community, and I just love seeing people interact with each other and learn things from each other. And that's, the whole point of this big community. So, if you do have questions or need support, or yeah,
It's a
that's what
safe,
we're here for.
so you can reach out with anything, anytime, and we'll have an answer. um, and those raffle posts you're doing are awesome, Natalie. So like Monday through Friday, if you are not aware, you can post on our there's like basically it'll say like Monday intentions, I think it is,
Yep,
Tuesday.
yep. And at the top, I always put like December raffle post, so you know. But yeah, we've got Monday intentions. Oh my gosh, you're not gonna make me forget all my things. Tuesday, oh my gosh, I know Friday reflections, Thankful Thursday, Wednesday wisdom, and Tuesday.
Today is
Oh, today is Tuesday. Oh my gosh, why am I? Let
I
me think. Hang on.
here. That's so
Passionate Tuesday. Goodness. I don't
okay.
know why I couldn't think of it. Yeah, I love hearing, I don't know. I think these questions have been fun and again, just with us doing it in the Epic 5 plan community, we've had, just a lot more engagement and it's just fun to hear, people's intentions for the week or their reflections or just to hear, what's going on in their life, what are they working on right now, and it's just fun. So thank you all again for being here and participating in all that we've got going on. I know, we've
Yeah.
generally got a lot going on, but it's
Something.
all for you guys.
Yeah. Yep. And we just have fun and keeps us accountable too.
Hmm.
Dr. Bradley and I are going to start in January, go through our own program again. We do the detox quarterly, so you guys can join us in on that always. That's a reset of our diet, but we're doing the whole thing January, starting January, and excited
Yeah.
to. We try to walk the walk, and we also talk the
Hmm.
talk. But,
Yep.
just uh,
Practicing what we're preaching.
it'll be fun to go through our own, program.
Hmm.
I haven't done that in a little while, so I'm excited.
It
Um,
will be fun, and I get to coach you.
yeah, Natalie gets to
No,
make
it'll be a lot of fun, and just a heads up too, I know, we'll post about this more, but we've got, month or these events monthly. So it's either like the second or third week of every month. And, it's, yeah, we'll do again, talk about the detox quarterly, but in between that, we've got different things like, spring cleaning coming up. And I think March might be when that one is. But yeah, we've got these going on at least 1 week of the month. So, keep an eye out. And of course, we'll post all about it all the time. But yeah, we're really just, mhm. God, I was just gonna say yeah, just trying to give you guys more information, more power to, keep moving forward with your health goals. So yeah,
yeah,
exciting.
I know. Good. It's all good stuff, really, honestly. And thank you guys for joining us today. Really, we try to give you support and love, but also actionable items that you can use. And so like print off the shopping list. We even have it like on our fridge just to be like stay
Yeah.
on plan, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, print off the shopping list. You can check out all those recipes. If a meal plan's helpful, like we have that. And maybe just in the next week or two try some new recipes and then pick one you like and see how your family likes it. And then post in the group and let us know how it
Yeah.
goes too. Love to hear.
Yes, please do post about it. I was just going to say that because we love to hear. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things when I kind of help people find some recipes and they try it out. And, it's funny because there's rarely any in between. It's like, oh, I loved it so much, or like, it just wasn't my favorite thing. But they're still, trying it and having that, curiosity. And you can be creative in the kitchen too. So let us know what you're enjoying. Who knows? It may more than likely inspire someone else to probably try it too. So I think
Yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah. It's all about having fun and sharing with others, right? So
Yes.
awesome. Well, yeah, it's been super fun to chat with you, Natalie. Isn't she great? She's just bubbly.
Oh,
And I love her.
thanks for having me.
She has the coolest sweaters.
This is my favorite one. I should have worn the one with shoulder pads today with a little extra oomph, but maybe next time. I know my mom always, what'd you say?
Next time, for sure.
Right. Yep. I love it. It's
Yeah.
just weird, but it's fun. But yeah, thank you again for having me. And thanks all for whether you're watching on Facebook or yeah, Melissa and Justice here. Thanks for hanging out with us. And if you guys have more questions, again, we're here for you.
Yeah. And we'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow with Dan, health coach Dan, talking about movement and ways to stay active through the holidays. And if you're in the Midwest, through the cold, cold wintry months. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock here, Zoom link. And then there's always the recordings and the handouts. And if you can't make it live, we'll have it all.
Yep. Yes, and they'll all be posted on YouTube eventually as well. And like I said, that ebook, we're working on building it to this week. So again, hopefully we can have that to you guys before Christmas next week, which
Yeah.
Christmas is next week, which is crazy.
Yeah. So good luck with your holiday plans and meals and all that good stuff. And stay strong. And we'll see you guys soon. Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye.